Thank you, everyone who is here. We are right now getting ready to do the veteran military salute from us at Walla Walla Spring Fling. This is our love for you. If you are a vendor, if you are here as a visitor, you are a military or veteran, please come over now. We have a little gift that after we're all done, we want to give you. So please come over. I have some very special people that I need to thank. First of all of these cars you see all around are by Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Walla Walla. They were the ones that brought in the Bigfoot experts and Bigfoot yesterday. We had our first Bigfoot sighting. How many of you saw him?
Woo!
Exactly. So we have now made history. We have found Bigfoot and we have his tracks. Oh, and also here is Crake Pediatric Dentistry. They are another of our big sponsors. I want to thank them so much for helping entertain the kids. They are such a huge part of this community. They always do things for people, the kids, events, everything. It's wonderful to have them as a sponsor. Locati's Cellars donated our stage that we're standing on that unfortunately we haven't gotten to use as often as we'd like as we keep getting closed down. Oppen Siebold has donated all of those wonderful spider boxes that are all around that's getting electricity to everybody here. They donated those to us. La Ramada is always one of our sponsors. They asked me 4 years ago, how can I help? I said, well, I don't really know. This was my first year. I said, all I know is it costs money. They said, here's some money. So they gave me money. La Casita every year gives me money to help put this on. They buy shirts. They wear them at their restaurant all week long to promote this. This is our community event. This is not put on by a chamber, by a city of Walla Walla or anything. This is us. Each and every one of you vendors put on Walla Walla Spring Fling, and I am so proud of you.
Woo!
Yesterday, if you got to go to the Oil House Plus Car Cycle Show, they gave away 3 gift baskets to the winners of the top 3 choices, and that was all audience chosen. And they were $100 gift baskets, each one. So those people really did love what they got. Mr. Ed's Restaurant, they are so wonderful in giving. They sponsored the Squatch Watch Hut. And if you haven't been over, come over and take our little scavenger hunt. It's great. It takes you through the whole entire park, through all of the vendors, and it's a lot of fun. Parents, kids, anybody can do it just for fun. And if you get all of the answers right, it'll go into a drawing and somebody is going to win a $50 gift certificate from Inland Octopus, the toy store. Aaron's donated a TV for us to use that unfortunately we weren't able to use because it's been too windy. But they donated a TV that we could use to watch Harry and the Hendersons over and over and over. My volunteers, which these are all volunteers, everybody that you see here that's running around with radios, vests, brown shirts, those are all people who are giving just to put this on. So Aaron's donated the TV for us to use. They're wonderful. They also helped with bringing water and toys for the kids. Oh, Costume Creations. I've heard that name before.
That's Liz.
Costume Creations is 30 years old this year. That's me. I started on one costume 30 years ago. Bigfoot lives at at my house in Costume Creations. Don't tell anyone. All the researchers will be there. Muddy Frogwater Dancers, which was a perfect name for our dance floor that was right here. They donated that for us to use. So we really appreciate that. So many people, I may have missed other thank yous, The biggest thank you goes to my volunteers, Melissa, who is my right hand, Bob, who won't let anyone in here unless he knows what they're going to do, and of course, my husband of 40 years. This is Gary. He's the other part of Walla Walla Spring Fling.
Woo!
I'm going to pass this to my volunteers. They are going to read some salutes to the veterans and military.
The Noble and the Brave. A Veterans Day Tribute. When America had an urgent need, these brave ones raised a hand. No hesitation held them back. They were proud to take a stand. They left their friends and family. They gave up their normal life. To serve their country and their God, they plowed into the strife. They fought for freedom and for peace on strange and foreign shores. Some lost new friends, some lost their lives in long and brutal wars. Other veterans answered a call to support the ones who fought. Their country had requirements for the essential skills they brought. We salute every one of them, the noble and the brave, the ones still with us here today and those who rest in a grave. So here's to our country's heroes, they're a cut above the rest. Let's give the honor that is due to our country's very best.
This one is called Take a Moment to Thank a Veteran. When you see someone in uniform, someone who serves us all, doing military duty, answering the country's call, take a moment to thank them for protecting what you hold dear. Tell them you are proud of them. Make it very clear. Just tap them on the shoulder, give a smile and say, thanks for what you're doing to keep us safe in the USA.
Before I start the last poem, first off, the originator and the hardest worker here, I want everybody to give a big hand to Liz Pierce, the originator of Walla Walla Spring Fling, the driving force that brings this together year after year. And thank you to all of you guys, because this is our fourth successful weather-offended, operated event, but we are very glad to be here. After this last poem, we ask that any veteran or currently serving military to please come forward. We have a small token that we would like to give you in our appreciation. And also we want to play a song that represents how we feel about the veterans in the military. And we want to dedicate it this year to a veteran that meant a lot to us, who was in a wheelchair. He passed away this last year. His name was Leonard Brown. And if you remember the previous years, we went around the circle, and he was one of the veterans that was in a wheelchair that we helped get around the circle, and he passed away. And so the song is dedicated to Leonard, and I'd like to finish with the last poem. It's called In Your Honor. Sorry, I got to put on my cheaters. Unselfishly, you left your fathers and your mothers. You left behind your sisters and your brothers, leaving your beloved children and wives. You put on hold your dreams, your lives. On foreign soil, you found yourself planted to fight for those whose freedom you granted. Without your sacrifice, their cause would be lost, but you carried onward no matter the cost. Many horrors you had endured and seen. Many faces had haunted your dreams. You cheered as your enemies littered the ground, and you cried as your brothers fell all around. When it was over, you all came back home. Some were left with memories to face all alone. Some found themselves in the company of friends as their crosses cast shadows across the land. Those who survived were forever scarred, emotionally, physically, permanently marred. Those who did not sleep eternally 'neath the ground they had given their lives to keep free. With a hand upon my heart, I feel the pride and respect. My reverence is revealed in the tears that now stream down my upturned face as our flag waves above you in her glory and grace. Freedom was the gift that you unselfishly gave. Pain and death was the price that you ultimately paid. Every day I give my utmost admiration to those who fought to defend our nation. Thank you. Now, please, if you are a veteran or are currently serving, please come forward so we can show some respect to you now. Thank you.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea,
Thanks, veteran.
Detroit